Hello Derpsters, welcome back to another video. Today, I am here with the MPS tier list that you guys have asked for, because I thought it was an interesting idea. I thought that it would be great to show like the people's skill levels who wanted to be showed. Not just skill level, but like them overall as how they perform in minigames, how they perform in Mineplex, and how they overall perform in my servers. So, first of all, let's just get right into this. So let's start with me. So I, personally, clearly, I would put myself in the highest tier because I host these MPSs, but you know, the highest tier isn't enough for me. I clearly, like, I don't fit into this tier list. I'm, like, all the way up here, you know? I'm off the tier list at this point. Because, as me as the host, you know, it only makes sense for me to be the best. Am I right? I think I'm right. But in all seriousness, guys, let's get into this. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And I would really appreciate it, because, you know, it helps me, it helps the channel grow, and, you know, it overall just helps, and it's free, and, yeah, so thank you if you do. So, the first person we're actually going to be starting off with, I'm going to be starting off with none other than Josh. So, Josh, by far, is, he's a great player. He was my teammate in one of the survival games tournaments, and we clapped so many kids. But that's not what I'm performing you on here. I'm performing you on minigames. How good are you at minigames, Josh? Personally, he is great. He always makes it in about the top 5 of minigames whenever he does join my MPSs. He does not join them often, but whenever he does, he performs very well. However, he does not win much, so, you know, I wouldn't put him in, like, S tier, and I wouldn't put him in B tier either, because he's not horrible at games. Most of the times, he just, like, probably doesn't take MPSs that seriously and stuff, and he barely ever joins, so he gets a good spot in A tier. Now, the next person that I would like in this tier list is none other than Blake himself. Blake donates a lot to my channel. Alright, now the next person on this tier list is none other than Unpurifier. Unpurifier. We all know about Unpurifier. He famously beats a lot of people in minigames, and usually when great players are not there, he usually is at the top of the MPSs most of the time, besides for a few exceptions when I beat him, because, you know, I'm better than him most of the time, which would put him in A tier. He is a great player. I mean, he's not S tier because, you know, there's a lot of people who beat him and, like, can stop his reign of the servers. And also, something that puts him down is he picks sneaky assassins, so that automatically degrades him a tier. He is B tier. Next up, we are going to have Twisted Flares. Twisted Flares does not have a profile picture on Discord, so this is just him. This is him. So Twisted is great at games. He is usually kicking butt, and he's usually at the top of MPSs, just like on Purifier. He is right up there with Josh. He has earned himself a solid spot in A tier. The next person who I have on this list is none other than Whoa. Whoa, he is pretty good at MPSs. I wouldn't say the best. I wouldn't say the worst. He is about as average as you can get it when it comes to playing games. And he is one of my mods, but, you know, he's not very active anymore. He used to be very active. He actually used to do really good, which would have put him on B tier, but because he's been a little bit less inactive lately, he is going to have a solid spot at C tier. Next I have on this list is Chesco. Chesco has made a name for himself inside of MPSs by usually winning when, like, great players aren't there. When great players aren't there, he's usually right up there. He's not average, and he's not, like, I wouldn't say that he's A tier, but I would put him at B tier because he does win more than he loses. The next person I have on this tier list is Ender Slime. Ender Slime does not win many games. However, he does win games like Runner occasionally and Super Spleef, which sometimes are in luck favor, but he's not, like, horrible. He is known to win games, so I wouldn't put him at F tier, and I wouldn't put him at D tier either because, you know, he doesn't win a lot, but he has won before, so I would put him at E tier. Next, we have Pika God. Now, Pika is known for blowing up people in SG, and that's about it. He's great at parkour games as well, but parkour games and SG is about where he peaks, and those games are usually the ones where he wins in and can be seen catching dubs in my MPSs. Now the next one is a very exciting one. None other than Hapu E, who also does not have a profile picture, so his face is just blue. But Hapu E, the has a few times dominated my MPSs. He's insane at parkour games, any games. Like, he is insane at a variety of games. And on top of that, he picks great games. Like, I love the variety in games he picks, and he can still win at them. He can pick games from anywhere from Skywars to Dragons, and he wins them both. Like, this man is overall just great at Mineplex MPSs, and he has been known to dominate my MPS from time to time, even when there's great players, which would put him right on top of everybody for now at S tier. Next up is none other than Trula. Trula has been very active on my MPSs lately. They do great in games usually. I don't see them winning when there's amazing players, but they usually come on with their friends, and they actually gave me the idea for this tier list. So that would put them, for me, at A tier, because they are better than all of the people below them that I have so far, and they are right around the skill level as Josh and Twisted. So yeah, and they usually pick the same games as Josh and Twisted, which is consists of PvP games like SG, but PvP is where Trula peaks. I would not say that Trula's like a parkour master or anything. Alright, next up on this list we have No Pressure. No Pressure, the tourney host, the one known for hosting SG. Actually, I love the variety of games he picks. He doesn't always win them, but the games that he picks are great. Like, he picks games like Death Tag, which I enjoy, and just short, quick games that are fun, and he's known to win the games that he picks. So that would put him right along with all of these people at A tier. Next up, we have the man from Ireland that everybody loves. The man, the myth, the legend, Hot Chocolato. Hot Chocolato is known for only showing up to morning streams because he is in Ireland and his time zone is screwed up. But when he does join, he actually does pretty well. I mean, he doesn't do the best. I don't see him winning a lot of games, but he has fun. He's really funny, and I enjoy having him on streams, which would put him around D tier, I would say. He is not horrible, but I would say he's less than average at playing in MPSs. But Hot Chocolato, I love him, man, and I'm so happy that he joins my MPSs. Now we have Starry. Starry, one of my mods, she's very nice. She's known on the MPSs, and she's around the same skill level as I would say Chocolato. Them going into PvP battle would actually be very interesting, because their skill levels to me are very similar to where, they don't win a lot of games, but they really have fun when they do play, and they're mostly there to just have fun and hang out, which I really do appreciate them being there for that reason. Next up, we have Yutz Combo. Yutz Combo has recently started joining my MPSs. I'm very happy that he's become part of the community. He's very active, and he's known to win a lot of the games before a lot of people join. So that would put him around B tier, better than average, but he is he's not dominating the server and stuff at A and S tier. Next up, we have Polar Bandit. Polar Bandit, I would say, is the same skill level as Yutz Combo and Pika God, Chesco, and around the same as Purifier in the B tier. They don't lose a lot of games, they usually win more than they do lose. Next up, we have another banger, Armin V. Armin V has been known to dominate the servers. He wins a lot of games over and over, and he basically gets to pick game choices. And also, he doesn't pick crappy games all the time. Even though he mostly picks SG, because, he likes SG, he also likes to pick things like Super Spleef and Dragons and Dragon Escape, which I really do appreciate that he picks short games, because, it keeps the MPSs alive and keeps them from dying. Next up, we have Fiji. Fiji has made himself known on the MPS for kind of being toxic sometimes, but also for selling Fiji water. And I love Fiji. It's so great to have him on the servers, but ultimately he's not the best at minigames. And also, he jokes about picking Castle Siege, and Castle Siege is not a joke, so goodbye. You're going to E tier. That downgrades you from D tier. You would have been D tier, Fiji. Come on. Alright, next we have, it's Beeve. its beeve is going to go around the C tier. I've seen him win games before. However, he he usually wins it when no one else joins. But he also joins like at the beginning of the streams, which I really do appreciate. And I appreciate him. I'm happy that he's here. And that makes him about average with Woe. I see them winning about the same amount of games, which makes sense for them to be in the same tier. Next up, we have Bubble Man. Honestly, I went completely brain dead when I made this list, and I have no idea who Bubble Man is, so I can't really tier him. But you know, thank you for being a part of the community. I'm so sorry. Next up, we have Simp MVP. Simp MVP has recently made himself known for begging for his own role, which can downgrade him quite a bit. I wouldn't say how much it can downgrade him, but you know, he doesn't win much games in my MPSs. So yeah, he's there. He's there. Next up, we have Snowman. Snowman is another person who's known for clapping cheeks in my MPSs. And honestly, if there was another tier above this, I would put him in the highest tier. Because honestly, Snowman picks really good games and he wins them all. He's great. He's great at the MPS. He's honestly there. He's there. He makes it a good time, and I'm happy that he joins my MPSs and is so good at the games. Now we have two more on this tier list, and one of them is going to be AM225. I have no idea what his actual name is. Wait, let me see. Okay, it is AM225. It's AM2259. Great. AM225 does not win many games around the same as many as Simp. So, you know, he's new. He could still make a name for himself for winning games. But until then, he will sit in the F tier. Next up, we have Don't Touch Me. In all honesty, I forgot his Minecraft username, but I know he's not the worst. But I also know that he's not the best. So I'm going to put him around D tier with Starry and Hot Chocolate. Well, Editors, this is the tier list that I've made. Give me you guys' opinions down in the comments below. Please hit the like button if you guys did enjoy. Please hit the subscribe button. Remember, this is all in good fun. Even if you guys didn't like agree with me on your tiers, please don't get mad because you know this is all in good fun. This is, you know, this is my opinion on like where people sit. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. If your opinion is different, you know, you can always let me know. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you Derpsters next time.